Beady beady boop. Alright, everybody, we may go through some, there it is. We may go through a few, burps. Let's do this just to get it right. Because I want to get it right. Come on in, everybody, file on in. Oh, my big fat Christmas booty. My big fat Christmas booty. Middle of the day, I thought I'd hit everybody up. Maybe we could talk a little bit about, me, maybe see what everybody else got. Talk about some upcoming things, for the channel. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Maybe get some insight, help some people out, because I don't know where. We'll get into it. Because there's a lot of things that I do. There's a lot of things that I used to do, right? I used to build custom computers. And I've made quite a bit of money doing so. I also, in my lifetime, have done many other things, but just as my own personal thing, whether I was doing it professionally or as what they call an enthusiast, you're going to hear some things on this channel. You probably hear other places. I'm also, because I am not technically a tech channel, okay? I make video games. I'm trying to let people understand who I am and what my background is, so that we're not just completely, hey man, who is this dude? You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm old and I'm fat. But none of those things matter. So, like, the very first thing for me this year was a great gift. Was, this. Here, I'll cover up the tag so you don't know how much it costs. This freaking gnome, man. Look at this gnome. I'm in the gnomes. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but, like, just his only thing is he's got no arms. They're hidden somewhere. It's just like a little fat potato with a beard, right? Gnomes. I don't know why. I love gnomes. It's the one thing I probably can't explain at all. I can't even explain it a little. Now, the Captain 300 headset, Bluetooth, pimp, awesome, was not a Christmas gift. And I'll tell you that you'll find some people in the description box, and I'm going to talk a little bit about them, because these, I think, are influential people. Do they have all the answers? No. Do they have a lot of the answers? Let me tell you one of them. Yeah, there are a couple of them have a whole shitting load of answers. And there's some methodology and ideology that I would go to that would, I have a capture terminal over here. So that's why you're going to constantly see me looking over there. But, so, in that aspect, these are people that I utilize because I don't have testing facilities. I can only test and do the things that I know I can do with ohm meters and the different tools that I can afford to purchase. Okay. And these guys and gals can take it to the next level. A lot of them do. Everybody in their studios are great people. So whenever you see them in the description box below, please visit them and patron them. You're going to see some of them here, or their influence. We'll talk about it. So I think that the biggest one, I'll just be an apology, is Gamers Nexus. Gamers Nexus, Steve and company, all of them. They're providing a service to the community that I don't believe anyone else is. If you disagree, the chat's right down below. Give me tell me. I know you can't leave links, so put a parentheses with the word dot in it and just type it out right down there. I'll go check them out. I have no problem with that. 2 thumbs up for tech channels like that. So, but I really, $100, I'll hand them. Here's what you should do, is what I'm doing, I think, personally. Now, I also want their magnets. They aren't displayed here. because it just we have a youngin coming. So with that happening, things got diverted. So, but I want my mat. It's a large mat. It's $100. You can get extra $20. I suggest you tack on the $20 so you can get it signed by Steve. You know what I mean? It's an autographed PC mat. I'm not going to take any thunder away from it because I don't have it here to show you. Please go over and check it out. If you're into dice games, buy their dice. I mean, these are people that I think need to be supported by us. We cannot get these things accessed at the at your little fingertips, okay? For you to make choices if you don't support them. You know, so I really, 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 really think you'll see that. So the Gamers Nexus stuff on the way. You should support them. But there are many other people on the list that I want you to go visit, and I want you to look at their website, and I want you to basically get her done. Support these people however you can. Like their channels, share their channels, subscribe to their channels. Okay. The very first thing I endeavor is this. Treat yourself. What is this? This is a boot drive. I have one for Windows 10. There's several versions. Windows 11. Okay. These are what? $20? $20. Biggest lifesaver in the world I could ever tell you. Get this. Go to the Windows website. Choose which versions of Windows you want. Please go there now and get your Windows 10 boot drive created for yourself for Christmases to come, as they are going to discontinue it and take it away from you. If you have a boot drive in your hand, this is media. This is talking about media in your hand. This is your you can get yourself your operating system of choice. Does that mean it's going to be supported and blah, 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 blah? No. But for those who understand, go get your boot drive, okay, for your different operating systems you're looking for. That's definitely a Christmas gift. $20, okay. I don't know what people got or didn't get. So for me, when I was a kid, I come from the 80s. I come from the 90s, you know what I mean? So it's like a little smash up kind of deal. So because my wife has thought process, and she actually, puts a lot of gray matter into it. The women in my life had lots of brains. I don't know if you guys still have them, but we used to have these stupid pens, right? And they still exist, because here's one, and it's 10 colors. This just happened to be Star Wars based, okay? Because I am a giga Star Wars fan, or I was, until they went and killed the genre and everything. Now, I could bring it back, but that's neither here nor there. Mm-hmm. That's money and studio time. So, that's a cool item because it's an ink pen, and you can choose your different colors. And yes, every single person who owns one of these tries to push all the fucking colors down at one time, okay? At one time. These get the little niblets, so you'll grab it, and boys, you'll hold it, and you'll put your hand, and all it does is, the good ones, it just jams up. The bad ones, it'll break. Like right down here at the tip, the plastic will break, okay? Now, because of the whole Star Wars thing, I have just about everyone on the market. I don't know how I started collecting Pez's, but if you could see my Star Wars Pez collection, it is pretty in depth. I don't have it on display here, okay, but it does exist. And now I have a Spider-Man Pez, okay, and no, I do not open them. I do not eat the candies, okay. I'm one of those people that I want my my son to go and sell this thing for, I don't know, some exorbitant amount of money to some stupid ass nut job who wants this. Man, do you think the Pez's are still good? I mean, you know, like 30 years, 40 years in the future, and they're selling it because it's got all the pieces, it's never been opened, and they pop it open. There's lots of them. There's people doing it now. So, I mean, that's just me, Pez dispenser. I mean, I don't know why I collect them, to be honest. I really, really don't. Another thing I got, deck cards, Star Trek. You never know when you might need to amuse yourself when there isn't a PC to power a computer and whatnot. Now, that's a pretty elongated topic right there. And I think we're going to tackle it in two ways. If you are the type of PC connoisseur, okay, and you have, like me, okay, well, not just, but recently upgrades to 7800 X3Ds, 7700 X's, okay, which you will see as you see this stuff behind me here. Let me get out of the way. We keep taking a little peek so you can look at the goodie stack. Look at the goodie stack. That is another, and we're going to get into chewing their fat here in a minute. So you'll see the goodie stack here. Let me get the gnome. We'll have him take a seat over here. All right. Pair of socks. I'm actually wearing them. It says I'm not asleep. Basically. Of course, practical stuff. I got a tire gauge. Here's the brand new Scanta, as I said. $20. Go to Walmart. 16 gigabyte. It'll load your operating system or your boot drive right onto there. There's instructions. Go look it up. It's one of the easiest things to do. Now, old tech, new tech. This is an interesting conversation. Now, why am I doing that? Because as you can see, there's some new tech here, right? But if you are a retro console gamer, let's go there first. I cannot tell you enough. I want to get this out so you can actually take a look at it. Now, let me tell you, nothing I showed you, none of these people pay me. There are several people in here that should call me, do something. Let's get some stuff going on. You know what I mean? And like AMD, I don't even want to hear it. All right, but now this is not. There are no. That's the reason why I don't put anything in the bottom. There are no links. There's no affiliate links. But I know how people are in videos, so let's get right up there so you can see. You can do a search. I believe these items now. I didn't put Topher in the freaking description box, man. That's gonna suck. Okay, well, go see Topher Retro Gaming. You can find him in the videos and my subscriptions and so forth on Forever Games. Topher Sniff Test, man. I mean, get up on it. Everybody who's a Topher fan will know what this Topher Sniff Test is. Please go check out the Topher and his whole family and his arcade and his retro gaming. Okay, but this is for older cats like me or people who want to experience it. Now, if you notice what it follow my finger. Okay, it will load cartridges. Everybody's into I'm going to get my little cheap free thingies and get all my, I'm going to scan the system. I promote this because this is actual cartridges, right? Like as a Christmas present. I played Romance of the Three Kingdoms on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay? On the actual Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm going to get a copy of it as soon as I can. It's worth about $80. But this will play Genesis cartridges, it'll play Super Nintendo cartridges, and it'll play Nintendo Entertainment cartridges, and you just flip the lever. Now, I would show it to you. We're not doing unboxings, but I brought the boxes so you'll see. And it actually comes with 2 controllers. However, the secret to this SOP right here is, right, see this little orange flap? All right? If you flip that flap down, it don't tell you right here on the box, I don't think. Nope, it don't. But if you flip that little yeah, here, right there. That's what you'll find behind that orange flap. See it? Every original controller port. You don't have to use the controllers that they sent you. If you have original Sega Genesis controllers, original Nintendo Entertainment System controllers, or any custom controllers, like a wireless Bluetooth dongle, right? Okay, $90. $90. That's what it was at Christmas. $89.99 at Christmas. I do believe when I put it on my Christmas list. I sure did. These are things. This is what everything I got here is what I got. What did I knock on? Got for Christmas. I just ripped a hole in my pants. Anyway. So yes. So you can see I purchased I purchased a couple of these. I asked for Romance 3 Kingdoms 4 and 3, but 3 was on the Super Nintendo. And instead, I got this supremely lucky grab of Romance of the Three Kingdoms 3, right? On the Super Nintendo. I didn't even know they made. Now, I'm hoping it's in English. It says USA. You know what I mean? Right there on the box. It says S3 USA. So I'm really hoping that it all works out for me and I can play this because I've never booted this. I've never seen this version of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. So, I mean, that is just, I don't know what else to say about that. Retro gaming cartridges, keeping gaming alive. I'm a huge fan of owning your game. I'm already a victim, and I'm highly pissed off about it. Now, maybe you may not like the game. Maybe someone else may not like the game. But you know what? It was a little bit of a shooter. It was fun. I was enjoying it. Guardians of the Galaxies. And then, you want to tell me it's not supported and I can't run it and download it no more? Do you know I paid for that game? You robbed me, man. As a game developer, that does not make me want to put my game on. I mean, this whole idea that you have this monopoly and we're all just going to be okay with it. You know what I mean? It's kind of nuts. I can't get my brain around what the hell's going on with that freaking aspect of life. You know what I mean? I just can't do it. Just can't do it. Just can't. I mean, really, I just keep. Ooh. Okay, so, and this, Shauna, okay, she's, loves this game. And we were going to go get it for the PlayStation. But, you know, instead, we built her an entire new, instead of spending $200 to get a copy. Yeah, $200 to get a PlayStation copy. Go look. This is a great game. This is a PC version, DVD. Believe it or not, at Walmart for $16. You're buying, if you have a PC and you're trying to get this game for your PlayStation, right? You could buy an external drive, $30, cheap. DVD. Don't buy Blu-ray, but just buy the DVD with it. Right? $30. And buy the game and spend under $50 for a title that, just for your PlayStation, it'll cost you $200 to get. Mm-hmm. And if you're like, if you're like me and you're the PC kind of person, but you can make the transition. Okay? Because, I know they suck because of all kinds of other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to need your charging system. Okay? These were on sale for like $17, $18 at Christmas. I don't know if you can find them still. They're brand new. I think they've been discontinued. I tried like hell. Well, I asked for a purple one, and people tried like hell to get me a purple one, I'm sure. But they just didn't exist at the time. Now, they might have at one point, but they didn't. This is like a discontinued item or something like that. But why am I holding this? I don't own a PlayStation. PlayStation came through this year for all of you people needing to make the switch, okay? And we'll get into why. You can go, this is where we're going to dip off from new, well, okay, since we already committed, you can go to PlayStation and get the software. They have a utility download for your computer that will give you 100% PlayStation 5 functionality on your desktop. Yes, haptic feedback, the whole 9 yards. I see there. You can argue with me all you want. If you are an Xbox person, great. If you love the Xbox controller, great. If you want to, I'll give you another option. I mean, I'm not the dicky kind of guy. Let me tell you what. Here's your other option, right here. All right, none of these people pay me. None of these people pay me. Now, yes, what does this mean? It means I've done pretty well, pretty decent for myself in my life, I guess. You know what I mean? I have the other people in my life that do fairly well. It puts a roof over our head. It's allowed me to buy the toys that I have and attempt to make video games now. And, but I need you. I need your support. I need you to go to our website. I need you to like, share, subscribe. I need to talk about this with other people. Whatever you got to do. But, okay, so if you want more, I really like both of these. But I like this because it's got the haptic feedback. Comfortability, this. But this is my Switch controller. What I use is for a Pro controller on my Switch. Alright? That is pretty darn sweet. I can't remember what they cost. But this is a sweet Pro controller. I can take it out of its case. I mean, I actually have it. This is no joke. Joke. Right? I don't really care about the case, but look at this. Alright? Right? Alright, check it. Check it, direct it, and let's begin. Let's pop the hood. Booyah. Right? Look at that. Smack say. Look at them silver triggers. Woo! Smack say. Smack say. Right? From a Switch. Now, so, for those of you playing Throne and Liberty, okay, for those of you looking forward to Elden Rings, for those of you that appreciate the PlayStation Network, the PlayStation controller, and what it presents to you and what it can do, like I do, you now have 100% full support because of the DualSense Edge. This is not an Edge. This is a standard DualSense, which is a sweet controller. They're $80 for the colored ones, $69-ish. You can get some on sale. I've seen some hot pink ones for like $62. So depending on what you're looking for, there's the chromium ones that I don't like. They're real shiny. Maybe you want to pick one up. They're really, really dirt cheap because I don't think anybody liked them. Okay, because now you can go, and the whole talk of this is at the same time I'm going to say that. Look, here's the issue. PlayStation should make peripherals and games. I understand what everybody's going to say. Wah, console. Okay. They can keep doing that. But the realization is if you're like me, or you went to iBuyPower or something, and now you're escalating, you're educating yourself, and you're going to move on from a pre-built, okay, that someone else made for you, and you just paid a flat build fee or something of that nature, all right, for it, you can just, you might want to make a switch before you buy your next pre-build. I mean, you think about the bug that you have when you want to get into building. So I'm going to tell you, before you buy your pre-build, rebuild your old build. Or if you are looking to get into computers, and you're trying to decide between a PC and a hey, my light be disappearing. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to decide between a PC and a console, I mean, let me help you to answer that question. These are Christmas presents, but since we went down this road, we'll go ahead and talk about it. Because these are used Christmas presents. Okay? Why? Because I wanted to prove a point. Don't just for that, because I'm also building for a reason. These are all purchased by me. No one has given me any of these products. No one has paid me to endorse their stuff. This is someone who is in the market just like you. I game just like you. But I consume massive amounts of data. Massive amounts of data. All right, which I'm going to cover right here. You can go, and if you are patient and you wait, if not, spend $80. You'll get it. If you're patient, you could probably get it for $50. This is a 5600X, AMD 5600X. You're going to get 2 years out of this. Minimum. 2 years right now. 2057. Now that doesn't mean it won't run. That doesn't mean, it just means it won't be supported with brand new drivers, brand new optimizations, so on and so forth. It will still work. I can take, which I'm going to show you, my other processor. Oh, I don't have it right here. Oh, because it's still on the board and I got to pull it. I can take my other processor, which is an AMD 2700 standard, non-X. All right. None of these people. Well, don't that just beat all? None of these people pay me. I'm not affiliated with them in that manner, in any way, shape, or form. These are my choices, my thoughts, my picks, my stuff, me. Okay. ASRock. This is a $135 board. Brand new. Brand new. Now, why am I showing this to you in the youth? Why am I showing this? Because I don't care what you got. The processing and their processor power is only going to impact the video card as if it's PCI 3, PCI 2, or 4, blah, 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 blah. Now this will support and range all three. $90.60. So everybody says that I'm so negative. I know all about them. There's a reason why I'm no longer a NVIDIA man, and because it's data. Because I am not a fanboy. I'm a fanboy of data. When the data no longer supports your title, you are no longer the fucking champion. I don't care what manipulation of sales numbers you do. Nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, NVIDIA's the king. Yeah, your 40 series sold what? 6% into the market? Nobody sold their 3060s. Everyone bought 3060s. They did not buy 40s. Yes, 10% affluent people bought 40 series cards. Builders online, they're all, that's not what people are buying and building. Go to Steam and look at what people are running. Look at their video card. Oh, they're all NVIDIA. Yes, they're all NVIDIA 1080s. 1080 Ti's, okay? When NVIDIA made something worth a shit. This board will support them all. Alright, and we'll get off into that too, and I'll tell you why we're doing it, because this is actually gonna be a home server and a PlayStation 5 killer all at one time. So you pick up this bad boy up right here. Everything now, this 5600X, I mean, come on now, you could go with tougher, but we're looking to kill the PlayStation. So you can get yourself any number of cases for $50. There are some really nice cases in the $75 range to $100 range. Okay, so you're at a case with your controller. You're at $200. You're at $250. Okay, you're at $400. Right. Then you go on the Eater Bay. Right, and let me show you right here. Pretty good. Yeah. No. This is the old ones. I must have moved. Oh, no, here they are over here. Alright, you go. You get yourself $50 worth of 32 gigs, $50 worth of DDR4 on eBay or less. Sometimes you can get them for $25. Well worth it. Get a $32 kit, non-RGB. Okay, so you know you're at $450. That's your power supply, your processor. $500 for a liquid cool. $50. Go get you a frozen note. Get you the thermal take. They got 240 millimeters. Okay, you don't even need one that big. That's an overkill. Okay, you can do the stock air cooler, right? The 5500 air cooler, the 5700 air cooler, the 5600, the 5600X air cooler, they're all the same. Okay? And go down. See, that's how you know. As long as the bolts match up, but the lowest number. Okay, so if you know it's going to work on the 5500, then go find out what's on the biggest. Because it's more heat. Okay? So you want to go with the most low tech and then the most heat. And make sure you fall in between in that series. And use that air cooler. That's really what you want to do. And follow your bolting patterns. Alright? Now when we talk about that, oh hey, somebody is... Yeah, well, you know. So, then it's honestly, you have a choice. You can go with something really expensive, sitting at your $500 mark, $550 mark. But in reality, if you're just trying to get in the door, and here's where I'm going to break people's hearts. Because look, NVIDIA was a monster once upon a time. Here, I'll grab them. Let's go over. The 960, amazing card. Okay, everything in the 900, and I'll go back even further. My buddy Quarthos, that I used to, you know, probably my best buddy. He had an 88, yeah, an 8800, I think it was, an 880. Oh my Lord, that thing was pounding for years, and he didn't need to upgrade to this because how decent he was running. But then I do believe he eventually got himself a 970 Ti. Great cards. Then came out these bad boys. Now there are 3 band series, but this is the EVGA 1060 Super. See right there. So I don't want to hear people tell me what they're going to, because I'm going to tell you something now. You're trying to break into the market, right? 30 frames. Okay, here's another one. Owen Wilson. He's down in the bottom. I also want to, but for him, you can go directly. There should be a link in the description box. If not, find the one that says Owen Wilson on the YouTube extension. Okay, and go there, because he's going to prove my point. You can go to eBay. I don't like Jawa. Jawa has a real issue. Okay. And I guarantee you, if you shop correctly, don't get crazy. And yeah, you're taking a chance on used. That's why I'm saying don't get crazy on your bidding. This, for Nathan Napalm and all the guys out there, Shout out to the Napalm crew. This is a 2070. This is a 2070 standard. Right? That's not the super. Right? Yeah. This is a standard. Now, why do I have this 2070 standard? Because, you look at the platform, they're very similar, right? Problem is there's way more beast going on beneath it. The air cooler's bigger, the whole 9 yards. Now, because the 1080 Ti is dying because it can't do all the RTX stuff. I understand that. I understand that people are modding. Okay, that's the reason I'm not pointing you in that direction. This is your budget entry, $100 to $150. The 3060 can't beat it. I don't care what. Go to Owen Wilson. Go to these channels and look at the head-to-head numbers. 3060 12 gig is 2%. If you had one of these cards like I did, and you physically purchased a 3060, you got rumped in the ass. They stole several $100s from you. Based on the idea that it was, it's literally, today, go boot them up. Everybody's in this 3060 market, right? This bad boy punches the 3060 right in the dick sack. All day long. And with upscaling and DLS 3.0, you can get 30, now not ultra settings, but let me tell you, the PlayStation 5 is low settings. Low settings. And in most games, it's only going to peak at 45 frames. It situationally gets you to 60 frames. But most of the time, they're only promising you, why are they only promising you 30? And so when they hit 45, they can say, ooh, look, we're overperforming. Look at this go. You can achieve that here. With medium settings. 4K. I ain't lying. DLSS. 3 point whatever. The frame generation. Now see, that's another thing. Then you can go and get AMD driver frame generation and add it to this fucking card. And guess what? You're gaming, bro. You're gaming on 4K. On a 10, what is it? How many years old is this card? The 3060 sucks. It'll trade blows. 3060 Ti, but then again, if you had a 2070 Ti, you're stomping the 3060 Ti into the ground. Like it is your bitch. So here's what I'm saying. You're at $700. 4K 40 frames a second. Medium settings instead of 4K 40 frames a second, low settings with things overheating and blowing up. So the only thing left you need is your hard drive. You know what I mean? And for gaming, just go get you a Gen 3. 2 terabits. You can get them as low as $70 sometimes. 2 terabits. Do you know why you don't know? Okay, then let me tell you who this is. ThickWap. Oops, let me turn right side up. None of these people pay me. This is all my research, okay? ThickWap, you probably already own. Or have owned if you've been in the PC space for some period of time. Because you have purchased these drives. Okay, I learned how this works actually growing up. So, when I was younger, I had a job. And I worked at this specific place, and we made hose clamps. What if you don't know what a hose clamp is? It's this little metal ring, and it has spaces in it so that a gear can go in there, and you twist it with a screwdriver, and the gear will walk the teeth around, pulling the metal clamp through the gear, right? Cinching it down on the hose, causing a seal. Generally, it'll bury itself into a rubber hose. Okay, there will be a metal core, nipple, a metal ring on the outside around rubber, causes a seal. Okay? However, why am I bringing that up? Because It didn't matter. You stood at your little thing, right? Here you are at your little hopper. And you're waiting for your stuff to come down, right? And you got the big machine. And then there's Big O. Those boxes over here say Ace. These boxes, they say Napa, right? And these boxes are, and each time you get an order, it's for a different company. All right, we're loading this many of this size rings into the Napa box. All right, Napa's order's filled. Napa made them host clamps. All right, now this person, I'm going to fill them host clamps into this box called the Big O. And they... One manufacturer making dozens of labels. All the exact same shit. Sold for different prices on the freaking thingy. So we're building a home server PlayStation 5 killer that's going to sit out there off of everything you're seeing here. Okay? Now, I splurged, but I wanted to point out the low end of where you could be. I don't think you should. There's no reason. You don't have a reason. The 5600X. The reason, okay, why do I go with it and not the 5500X? Okay, because the 5500X, it's a great card. It's a great processor, really, for a low-end entry, more for application than it is for gaming. Can you game on it? Yes. Will it trade blows with this processor? To some degree, within percentile, yes. However, the 5500 is max PCI 3 compliant. So PCI 4 starts here. So if you don't understand that linguistics, start here. Because can you run a powerhouse PCI 3 unit? You can. It is not easy. It takes some, So if you want to start PCI 4 right here. This supports all PCI 4 video cards. However, like I said, where's the motherboard? What did I do with it? How did I lose the whole motherboard box? Did it fall down behind? No. Where did it go? Oh, it's right here in front of me. So, the 2070 is your ticket. That's what I'm using. Now, I already owned one. I tried to tell people. I used to tell my buddy Kramer, or Korthos, and he used to always, I don't know if he was looking it up or not. All right? This is the 8 gigabyte version. They claim to not make one that's bigger, but okay. I sold it, but I don't know if it's a proto model or what. But then there's also a 2070 Ti. Or is it a Super? Might be a Super. It's the next step up. And it's even better than this card. And it's way better than the 3060. And they're cheaper on the used market. So don't go purchasing. Do not go out and purchase something that's deliberately going to cost you more money. Okay? For no upscale, no gain, no whatever. Okay? You can get 3000 RAM. It's a bit slower. You'll get it cheaper. If you look on eBay and whatnot, this should be cheaper. If you can't do that, then I know this is T-Force, but I put it in, this is Vengeance. I put it in a T-Force box so that you can see it. This is 36 by 16. This, about, 32 gigs, $50, non-RGB. Now, what did my dumbass do? Okay, well, my dumbass spent $80 and got 2 chunks of Vengeance. I got 64 gigs. It's going to be a server. It's going to need more RAM and whatnot. So I got 2 chunks of that off of eBay for $80. $80. Now, I'll tell you, when you're using eBay and whatnot, make sure you watch the shipping and so on and so forth, because you'll get stupid people where you get a good price and then they'll be like, $128 shipping. Oh, okay. Let me not pay attention. So, I also want to cover Rex. Rex will he will tell you all about, you know. Now let me tell you, like I said, it'll be a little slower in applications. However, this is brand new. That's what I was talking about with all the multiple different hose clamps. This is basically that company. Vicwatt makes drives for other people with other people's label. This just happens to be their own drive. And because you've never heard the word Vicwatt told to you, because they are a background production company who's building people for what I call a faceplate or a facade. So you have all these different companies with their names out there, all talking about how I'm better than this guy and this guy and this guy, and they're all this guy. All of them are this guy. So stop paying too much money for stupid. Stop being stupid. These people are stealing your money. Cut it out. Now, and like I said, the Gen 3, you'll never see a difference in your gaming. You just won't. You just won't. So, I mean, in that market, so we're going to find this to sell. We have an Aqua 7 that we're looking at. It's going to be a nice case when we bring it in. You know, I don't know what else to tell people on that front. I want to continue Jay's 2 cents. You know what I mean? Jay's 2 cents has been a great channel. It's like Gamers Nexus on a different level, and they do different things. I love the colors and the custom water cooling that Jay does. I love everything with the builds and how he goes about putting them together. He reminds me a lot of me. I just like the videos they put out, and I love the stuff they talk about. And everywhere this year, I did it. Got it, Jay. See that? This bad boy is awesome. It's called The Works. He had a video where he actually linked it because he doesn't have a code to these. I don't either. I have no affiliation. They don't pay me. They don't pay Jay. I guess they don't pay Jay. But already, I was stripping cases already. I mean, I don't want to use anything. I can't even think about using anything else. It's got torque control and speed control, you know, right on the side. You can see them. I mean, it's redonkulous, man. This thing is so nice. It is USB rechargeable, USB-C, yada, yada, yada. It comes with multiple heads. It comes with multiple custom fittings for PC screws. Don't know if that's intentional or not, but hey, they did. So, I would say jet set right out. Get you one of these. You will never, ever, ever go wrong. Being a mechanist, someone who studies and understands the mechanical functions of things. You understand? Someone who studies and analyzes the mechanical functions of things. Mechanist. So I just observe, I interact, and I find the most efficient way. It's the reason how I can go into WoW or these other Morks, and you said people tell me, hey man, the blood, that's not a tank build, man. Blood magic is not for that. Oh, really? Well, watch me tank. You're not going to be able to hold aggro. It's not designed. Wait, man, you're doing it. What are you doing? You know what I mean? People question me all. I don't do something, but don't actually know. Or have a seriously strong theory. But these people right here, oh Lord, I got this for my for Christmas. This is an out of sight gift. It may not be for everyone in their liking. See if you can see. Now you have a lock over on the side. This screw right here is a lock. So you let the tension off. And what does that do? Is that allows your magnetic floater to move. Because there's a compass inside. But then there's a sundial right on top. right? It has adjustable legs so that you can get it flat. Depending on, you can increase the different legs, okay, going up and down, so you can get it almost flat on your surface with your ball tips, right? That's what these do. It's just an amazing gift. I love this. All brass. It's beautiful. It's, you know, whenever you want to move it, or you want to lock yourself in to keep your swivel, you do that. You just screw it down. A sundial. Okay? It's a sundial. I'm watching the deer that are outside my window. And then, during curvature, if you understand how to utilize it, you can set latitude and longitude and find out where you are by the horizon. Never be lost. Always know where you're going. The number one thing in life I can tell you is to try to know where you're going. You may not know exactly how you're going to get there. You may not exactly know the people who are going to help you. First of all, it'll be Jesus. But anybody other than that, who he sends along, you don't know who it's going to be. Mind your rudder. This is a lesson I did not learn for a long time. So the beautiful craftsmanship, now I say artwork, the design that goes into a fine piece of instrument like this, with all of the extra that it can do for you. Don't just buy one and set it on your desk. Okay? No. Here's the box. None of these people, I asked for this for Christmas. You're damn right I did. Beautiful gift. Beautiful gift. Now, I understand. Not everybody. Some people probably got more stuff. Some people out there got Maseratis. Some people out there got their Corvette. My Corvette's coming. Don't you worry. Nope. Don't want a Lambos. Don't need a Ferraris. Don't need that much, man. Small time. I'm small. But okay, it's not small time anymore. It's $250,000 now just to get a Corvette. Which is just crazy. Just astronomically crazy. But always know your way. At least know where you're going. If you know where you're going, you can get things to assist you to get there. Granted, I'm not there yet, so I'm preaching out my new juice sauce. Okay? I'm not where I want to be. People say, well, why didn't you just keep doing what you were doing? Everything looks like it was going okay. I mean, I guess I could go back to doing that. I don't want to. I have a dream. I have a dream. See, that's my thing. That's the reason why I know I'm right. I don't know how to get it. But I know my direction. I know my destination. I know where I'm going. And stand fast to your rudder. Even if the waves keep you motionless and you cannot move forward at the time. Hold fast. 100%. Gotta get that bad boy. Right there. My puppy even likes it, don't you? Don't you, buddy? He's always into it. Every time I've been turning on and doing something. Hey, let me tell you what. So, comes the tone case. Here's the extra bits. Things I was talking about. Rechargeable cord. Great piece of, great device. So, I mean, like I said, don't forget this particular board. The reason I've talked about it so much is because it will literally take a 2000, a 3000, a 4000, a 5000, and a 5000G. If I remember correctly, you'll have to look it up. And with minor BIOS, already Windows 11, but if you with minor BIOS corrections, will run any of those processors off of high-end DDR4 and Gen 4 M2 slots. PCI 4. I mean, I don't really know what, and all modern sound. I mean, everything about this. All upgraded. You can take your 2700 processor and run it, and it will run like a champ. However, I mean, I'm going to tell you, if you're still running it, kudos. I got one. I'm thinking about it myself. That would be, I'd buy another one of these boards to run it. Okay, just so I could get access to all the new tech, all the latest upgrades, all the latest stuff, and still be able to run my older processor. You know, I see 3600Xs for sale. I saw 4500s for sale. I saw, I mean, just surfing eBay, you'll find tons of older processors. Now, do they want some unprices for some of them? Yeah. Should you surf around and see what fits in your budget, okay? Because you'll find something that will fit your budget. If you look right over there, yeah, I'm using my website right there. That's my website. Go check it out. There it is, right up there. Not today, but you know, if you're here, hi, hello, the lovely. Okay, so that is really the biggest conversation pieces that were, you know, build ideas. If you need to, you can go down and you can get, you know, you can get these drives. They aren't really that much cheaper, even though, I mean, this is a 4 terabit. You see that? Great brand. Great brand. It's another gold mine find. Great brand. Works well. Hardy device. They also make M.2s. I can't say enough. King spec. I mean, you don't believe me? These are not new this year. But, oh, no, maybe they are. I don't know. King spec. If you're looking for these. And I think this is going to be your ticket for a server. Stacking up these. But you got to find a motherboard like the one I have here, okay? They share lanes and slots. But you have, what is it, 3 M.2s? And 6 SATA connections. Okay? So if you're doing 3 and 3 mirrors, so you'll have 3 hard drives with 3 backup drives. You know what I mean? Or you can do a 4 and 4, and then run an operating system off the main drive. So you can use the operating and have an actual functioning computer. Because, I mean, in case you haven't figured it out, you don't need all that. Home server will run off of this. Doesn't even need an. You can fit the operating system and functionality for server function on this, and you'll plug it in, and it'll boot from this. It will not boot from a hard drive. You actually don't even have to have a main drive at all. You can function them all to storage and the cycling bits, and put this as your main functionality to run the computer and make it do what it needs to do. And then buy yourself a little tiny monitor on a kickstand that just sits there, that just allows you to monitor the server, or as big as you want. I mean, I'm going to have it plugged up to a TV, a 4K TV, so it can actually game on it and whatnot. But it's not going to be a 4K TV. It's 1440, 120 hertz gaming TV. All right, 43 inches. That's where my PS5 killers go. Okay, it's going to run my server. So, I mean, with those things being said, older tech, you can breathe life into things. If you're, I tell you what, and if you're really looking for parts, and you're looking for parts comparisons, and you don't have someone that you're looking for, there are 2 other people down here in the description box. If you like to watch people build, okay, I know that we covered Gamers Nexus, and you should definitely go over there and do stuff and help out Steve and company. Daniel Owens, okay, Daniel Owens' channel, which is right down below. Non-stop, constant tech support as far as GPUs, CPUs, dealing with the gaming world. He does some productivity workloads, But if you're looking for the true nuts and bolts of me, he puts them head to head without question. You cannot. This is where you will learn, if you go down there, about the woes of NVIDIA and how bad that it truly is, okay? And how without DLSS, the 40 series cards, especially the 4060, man, it's faster than the 2070, but not by much. I mean, it really is nuts. And the only reason why it pulled ahead is frame generation is because the 4060 has frame generation, where the 2070 doesn't have the same type of proper frame generation. Can you get it going through your drivers? Yes, you can. But please check out Owen Wilson's channel. Please go over to Vex. He's a young man I've been watching for a while, and he does the same thing. He is not as in depth, but I like his personality, and you know he's in the tech. I think he's a good kid. I can call him that because I'm old, but you'll find me as a subscriber of everyone that I'm telling you to go see. So I definitely want you to. It's called Vex. All these links should be in the box, in the description box. At least if they're in text, you can copy and paste them. Okay. UFD Tech. UFD Tech, I really like him because he touches me in a way, because people close to me, okay, in our family, we have been dealing with neurofibromatosis since, I don't know, 30 years now. And to say battling serious genetic diseases is hard is an understatement. And UFD Tech's channel, he does all kinds of things, man. Those guys over there are doing all kinds of things. And are you out there? Can you see me? I can see the yummy deal master. Yummy deal master. Okay. And go over to UFD Tech. If you don't know who the Yummy Deal Master is, I don't know why this guy is not in the States with the main channel owner. I don't know why we can't get him over here. We can't marry him to somebody. You know, some girl can't marry the Yummy Deal Master and get him imported. Or guy, if that's what he's into. I'm not trying to lay any labels. I just think he's funny. I like it when Brett and him get together. It's the UFD deal, it's the UFD Yummy Deal Master. You got to go check him out, okay? And I don't see why we can't get him from where. I think he's still in South Africa. I don't know, but maybe I don't see why we can't get him over here to the States, so he can go to Disney World and whatnot when he feels like it, and we can get some regular interaction, because I like the shows where he comes over and visit, but really they do like benefit for his son. And I don't want to explain what it is that his son has. I want you to go to UFD Tech and let him explain to you, and then help us charities, help us foundations, you know what I mean? He could call on me, and this could be, I don't know the guy, so I could be believing a lie like other foundations and charities and so on. I'm sorry. I could be. I don't think I am. I think he's a good dude. They drive across the country. They raise money. He makes a specific charity donations and foundations for what his son has, and I think you should go support it. These people, when we have children and family members that didn't choose, okay, it's not like they did something dumb and it happened to them, and they earned it. This is literally something that happens when they're inside the womb, and you can't help it. You know what I mean? It's the shit end of the stick. So let's try to help out. Let's go to the UFD, and let's subscribe. Let's maybe buy some merch. Do some stuff. Get involved in one of his telethons, as I call them, for my day and age. You know what I mean? But he's constantly doing builds. He's constantly giving away computers. These people give away computers. I don't make no money from them. They give away computers. Now, Steve, Steve doesn't want to give away anything unless he can give you guaranteed he ain't going to hear any mouth back from it. Right? But Jay's 2 cents. I don't think that Vex builds and gives away PCs. Maybe he will one day if he gets sponsors. I would for sure. I mean, I can tell you right now, I buy it. This is purchased. Okay, this is no sponsorship. Nobody gave me anything. Nobody sent me big packages. If you want to, though, you can sponsor me. Let's get her done. Because I have a whole idea for 7-year-old parts gaming computers where we can move millions of units. Millions. Mm-hmm. Almost guaranteed. I mean, call me. AMD. Call me. I ain't shitting you. Right now. I'm running one company and I got ideas for 11 other companies. That's the problem with people like me, is that my brain, because I'm stagnated, trying to, so I'm doing one thing, right, which is hammering away at funding. So my brain gets stagnated and then needs to amuse itself, so it starts creating other fucking IPs. It starts writing books. It starts, you know what I mean, correcting problems. So I have a whole company. See, this NZXT fuckers, and I have a whole way you could have did it legitimately, non-predatory, not hurt anyone, and all of you people could have fucking offloaded your over fucking produced parts from yesteryear. That's the problem. Your projections are too big, you produce too much, you try to maintain prices by choking off production, blah, 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 blah. Don't think I don't understand. I have a way out for you. Millions and probably billions of dollars in your pocket for 7, 8, 9-year-old parts that you can't sell. I can sell them. What? Huh? I can sell them. Guaranteed I can sell them. I guarantee you I can sell them. Just hear me out. Call me up. Go to my website. Call my number. You can cut me a fee, of a consulting fee, because I'm going to invest it in my game. I'll take, you know what I mean? Come on, let's talk turkey. I'm not going to give you numbers here. It's going to be 6 figures, because you're going to make billions. But I'm going to lay it all out for you. Without a doubt, I'll lay the entire thing out. You can go to Bob's Big Boy CEO production. You know what I mean? Yale, Harvard, whatever. And as long as he fucking follows what I tell him to do, you're going to make billions. Hundreds of millions for sure. And clear out all your old product. What? And then when they're done with it, the people that are buying it, they're going to give it away. Give it away. And it'll either be continued being used or go to the dump. Or sold on another third tier market. I mean, this is no bullshit. This is easy. I don't understand why no one has figured this out yet. Nobody. All your old equipment. All of it. We'll sell it. The chips. Not microchip. Not CPU, but the board. I'll sell it all. Oh, yeah. I'll have a whole new market. Like you have never seen before. Which is then going to flood the original market. Because it is a sister market. It is not a standalone market. Okay? It comes from e-waste. So, but it leads them to the enthusiast path, and therefore they bridge from the e-waste. You understand? So it's e-waste reclamation for profit. But don't think reclamation like you're thinking. You're not going to tear it apart and try to reclaim the bits out of it. No. We're going to sell the parts. Call me. I dare you. Go to my website. You have a direct link to my office, to my actual company cell phone. Call me. AMD, Intel, all of you. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's no... You can't compete with each other. Literally. You both can sell. All of you. Anybody. NZXT. Asus. I don't care who you are. ASRock. Pick one. Alright? And then the climate for spending money in that department drives the industry. This is old, the hard-nosed business fact. Okay? I just got to get over the gap. The gap is funding. It's always a blockade between creative people and success, which are bean counters that can't do it themselves. Well, just a little honesty. They bet on you to win or lose. That's what it is, in a nutshell. And I'll tell you what. Another thing I really like. This is just for kicks and giggles. Man, I really found that that's me. See me? Here, let me see if I can. Shenzar, creator of Penance. See, now my face is actually where it belongs in the box. And those are my two puppies. They represent my two sons. Third one on the way. These are my two puppy sons. And I love them so much. And one has passed. And he is over here behind me. I've got to find a different display box. My little Caesar over here. This is my little tanker right here. My little tank and my little Caesar. I love them so much. I miss my Caesar like you would not believe. For people who own pets, for people who understand, they're just as good as children to me. I love them so much. Okay. Let me collect my dumbass self. Now, this, everybody knows what this is. Alright, let me get a good picture. Da-da-da-da. Wait. Now, I am revitalizing. So I'm going to take this 7700X and I'm going to put it in this tower that is running right now. It's recording everything. And I'm going to pull the 7800X3D that's out of there. Okay. And this right here, why? Because this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be moved. I'm only 2 pieces away. I'm closing. I really think I like the Fanatec starter bundle, the 8 nanometer with the power, but you can get the 5 nanometer and then go back later and buy the booster to get it to the 8 nanometer. I don't know. This is my first venture into the real wheels. So I'm rebuilding the Tower 300 to sit sideways with the 7700X, 7900 XTX, the one that's over here, right here, is what's going to be, everything's going to be reused, the RAM and everything, because that's 5600 RAM, because it couldn't get 6000 RAM at the time. Alright, and so basically we're going to polish off, and we're going to finish off what we started. So we're going to put this 7700 X onto this micro ATX board here in this Thermotech build. Thermotech fans. We'll show it to you once it's done afterwards. Okay, it's the one that's being run now, but it's the one being run now, and I want to clean it up and show it to you when it gets refinished in what I call, the refurbished build. This is going to be my racing sim. That's what I want it for. I don't know if I'm going to get into iRacing. I don't know if I'm going to, really get excited about such a thing. So, I don't know. I mean, iRacing's a lot of freaking money. Okay, do not be duped. But all the other racing games I'm going to play the shit out of. Okay, once I get my wheel and my pedals and my cockpit. They're coming. I have the TV or the monitor, I do believe. I have the PC that's going to be built, and or the PC that's sitting here that's going to get a slight downgrade, but it's really not that much. I'm only going to lose about 11% in the final stretch between the two processors. Because what I want to do, what I'm going to do, I mean, I'm just trying to keep things alive and keep moving in the industry. So basically, what I did as my main Christmas present was my final build here for my 10-year unit. I started out with the ASRock. Actually, I went with the Lee & Lee Land-Cooled 216. The Lee & Lee Land-Cooled 216, hands down, is a superior freaking case. My problem with it is, here's my only problem. No matter how much I fucking looked, I cannot find 160 millimeter infinity fans. I can't do it. I did it. The Lee & Lee 2016, or no, 216. Yeah, 216. I mean, I went and I got... Let's put all these other unused bits back on display where they belong. Alright. Because I want to show you. Asia Horse. These freaking fans are beautiful. They're infinity fans. They're heavy construction. They're so, I mean, I cannot say enough. I mean, they're expensive per fan. I understand that, you know. And I went and I got these are reversibles. These are reverse blades. They're going in the bottom of the case. All right, I'll show you. So, in the front of the Land-Cooled 216, see it right there on the case? See those two big front fans? Okay, it's actually in the build. Those are 160 millimeter RGB fans. They're not bad fans. Matter of fact, they're great fans. My problem is they're not infinity fans. I don't got a problem with that. I'm going to run it as is. Most people will probably just run it as is. However, the rest of the kit is going to be loaded out in these extremely gorgeous infinity fans made by Asia Horse. Like I said, nobody pays me for any of this. But the construction on these fans, the feel of these fans, this is a reverse blade fan. So this will be an intake on the bottom of the box. Alarme. Okay. We're just going to take a quick peek. I mean, your infinity mirror, full edge lighting, your infinity mirror down the side, infinity mirror on both sides, depending on which way you want to run it. This, for me, is going to be into the case. Right? And I'm going to redo the entirety of the air cooler, the whole entire thing. So why is that a problem? Well, the problem is, no matter how much I look, no matter how much I freaking try, no matter what I do, Asia Horse don't make them. Lee & Lee don't make. Nobody makes a 160 millimeter infinity fan. Nobody that I can see. I can't find them. If you can find one, and you can tell me where to buy it, please put it in the down below. Don't let me go around the world thinking I can't get these things when you can. And then I don't want to go back in the box. And he has to go all the way in because the wires won't set in the box. if you don't. So this is going to be a complete build, right? You can join us as we progress. If you want to see the build, as you know, I don't know if I'll tape it or record it while I'm actually doing the build, like Jay's 2 Cents and those guys, because there's lots of channels that do that. It's not something I'm actually going to set out to be, doing case reviews. That's what I'm saying. I want you to go down. I want you to check out UFD Tech. I want you to check out Gamers Nexus. I want you to check out Jay's 2 Cents. Okay, because they actually do that. They look at cases. They're building all the time. And you'll get insights from them while they're building as to what you will see. What cases are good for cable management. What cases are bad for cable management. You'll get all of these particulars just simply by watching their actual program and just consuming the content. There will be non-stop information, cases. Like, a lot of them were kind of okay with the Lian Li 207 and kind of the 206. I'm not. I don't like because it doesn't have enough cable management space. Don't like it. It puts flex on the cables, the panels. I don't like it. Okay? Even the most meticulous of cable management people are going to run into problems when you got 2 millimeters worth of space to stick all your cables. I mean, now, I want to see a case, I would like to see a case. I have one in my brain, believe it or not. I have a case design that I would like to get with Gamers Nexus. You know what I mean? Steve over there at Gamers Nexus, if anybody wants to share this with him, and let's build it. Let's make a Gamers Nexus case. What? Yep. And it's going to be, the reason why Gamers Nexus has to be involved is because my case idea is very high end, and it would take their technical expertise to make it happen. Now, I would put a team together if we had funding and whatnot, to put the case and design on paper. And the whole idea, the reason with Gamers Nexus is, well, does it really work? Is it going to do what I think it does? And these guys are going to tell me point blank to my face, yes, no, or if you change this, so we change this, right? That's why their name needs to go on it. That's why it needs to be a Gamers Nexus case, okay? Just simply because cooling. This case is all about cooling and no dust. No particulate matter exposure on components. What? Yeah, this is the level I think at. I mean, all in one. Your case is your cooling unit. Oh yeah, high end. You know what I mean? It's not for the faint of heart. You know what I mean? But you won't need anything but air-cooled components. You could just use an air-cooled, or you could use a water-cooled. I mean, I think the water-cooled loop is going to be the most easy to sustain and come to where it is. But it's a specific kind. It's something the world hasn't. I mean, somebody has tried, I'm sure, but I don't think they did because I don't see one for sale on the market. So, like I was telling you, this was an A-rated power supply, right? Got that on the market. That was pretty daggone cheap at Christmas time. Another brand that I don't make any money off of these guys. None of them sent me any of these things. These are all I bought this faceplate. Check this faceplate out. Check this faceplate out. I mean, come on, AMD. Come on now. You got to partner up with me, bro. Go to my website. Get my number. Check that out. What the hell is that? That's a plate for my freaking Red Devil. Power color. Red Devil. Oh, yeah. I mean, we go big pimping. Can't wait to have it all showed. It's going to be beautiful. with my freaking my builder gloves, with all my freaking infinity lights. I mean, it's going to be my best build to date so far out of anything I've ever built. I do believe it's going to be the most eye-appealing, the most gorgeously pretty computer I've ever built, to be honest. And I went with this 870 X870. Steal of a deal, man. Retail price. Suggested retail price. $429 to $519. What do you think? On Newegg, at Christmas, got as low as $249. And amazing. Is it the best? I know you might have ones that you like better. You might have things that you like better. But I don't. So this is all PCI 5. This is all my future proofing that I wanted to do. I wanted to get some future proofing going on in my newest build so that, if I get a 9800X 3D sometime in the future, I can socket it right on the board without missing a step. I really like the layout. I like the format. The only thing I don't like is they don't have the digital readout, or for lack of better terminology, mechanic code. So it's like a mechanics, if you're just now getting to it, it's like basically some of the newer motherboards, they have a digital number interface up here in the corner of the board somewhere, and it'll put a number up there, and if you're having problems, you look at the number and it's like, oh, 75, and you go look up, oh, 75 means I got bad RAM, or 75 says that the processor isn't working, whatever it is. It's a no boot, blah, 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 blah. The codes are right there for you, and they're actually on the motherboard now, on the higher end motherboards. So that's the only thing I didn't like, is that this one doesn't actually have that on the board. Kind of disheartening for the price. However, it's an amazing freaking board. It'll run any of your AM processors that you're looking at. You can go over all the specs on the back. I purchased this board because, hands down, I think it is amazing. However, you can go, and for less than $200, you can get X670 boards on eBay that are in amazingly wonderful shape. Okay? They don't have a warranty. They aren't brand new, but they're used, and they got a wonderful, some of them are really good. I have one. Now I warn you, you're going to have to shop, because eBay and Java is on the surface, without your extra effort, is a lot. Now, I don't want them to complain, or cry, or bitch, or moan, or none of that. You want to talk to me? Call me. Feel free. I don't have a problem with it. But I'm not going to say things like, oh, Java is the best place to go. Java and eBay are the only places to go. Because I haven't come on the scene and crushed you. I'm going to liquidate all stock that makes you worth anything. Not the whole site, but the idea of this used component frenzy. Okay? There is no reason why you should be buying a used component that's been lightly used for a year for $20 cheaper than you can buy the motherfucker with a warranty. Got me? Period. Because you buy something from someone else, I don't care if there's 2 years left on the warranty. You better be provided with a copy of his sales receipt. You better be provided a copy of her freaking credit card statement or something. You better have proof of purchase, or they're not going to do shit for you. Nothing. So all these people selling their used components. Now, you can see all these brand new components, way overpriced. I don't even understand why they're up there. $270 for a fucking processor you can pay for $194 brand new on Amazon. It doesn't make any sense to me. None of it makes sense. Used product, you will sit for days. Okay, used is like an MMORPG in and of itself. You are camping that spawn point, bro. You are watching, and then this one will take a best offer. Click. $80. No, rejected. Ooh, $80. No, rejected. You know what I mean? Because these people want these prices that just aren't realistic. 70% of the market value of the item, brand new, means it should have 70% projected lifespan left in it. That's used. If you weren't thinking in this mentality, don't play with the used people because they're going to rook you. Want to know who else I got? I'll tell you who else. It ain't here yet. An OLED Switch. $75. Because I took the time to continue to shop and shop and shop and shop and bang them. Bang them, bang them, bang them, bang them, bang. Because if I can't take it, see, to me, here's my opinion. Here's the problem. If I cannot have a warranty that guarantees me the parts that I purchased, which is the reason why Java might want to make an argument. And then eBay, oh, you can return its money back guarantee. Horse balls. I got to prove it. Then there's an argument. Well, that's not the thing I sent him. Yes, it is. This is what? No, it's not. And then they got to believe somebody. AMD? Hey, AMD, I bought this part. Oh, you did? Yeah, it's broken. Can you do it? Yeah. Give us a serial number and proof of purchase date. Here you go. Here you go. All right. RMA. So if you don't have that, 50%. Period, bro. Not my problem. Open box. Open box to me means you're going to put the sales receipt in the box. What? That's right. That's what I request. Because that means I can do something with it. Why are you selling me something that's brand new, open box, that you didn't take back to the store and get a refund? Now, if you're a storefront on eBay or something selling open box equipment, label yourself as that. Make it clear. Hey, I am Bob's Electronics. I am Sarah's Circuit Spectacular. Look at that. SSS, triple S. Sarah's Circuit Spectacular. But it's a C. CSC. So then Sarah can, she's selling components. She's buying and selling. If you're a East Ridge pawn shop. If you're a pawn shop, you own a pawn shop. All right? You want to hear what I got to say? Call me up. I'll give you a business idea. I'll show you how to make money. I'll show you how to take all that mounting old stock and blow it out the door. All right? Open yourself an eBay store. We'll talk about it. I mean, come on now. Every pawn shop on the planet, this is free. Okay? This is how my brain works. Okay? It's free. Every pawn shop on the planet should have an eBay outlet store. Call me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, call me. Go to my website. Yeah, I know it's not for my game, but call me. I'm open to wherever I can make income that funds my game. I don't care. I'll give away 13. I will partner. I will sell every freaking idea that I come up with. I mean, I'll tell you right now, Elon Musk, man. Elon Musk is trying to. He's got all these big brains in a room trying to figure out physics on how to catch a fucking rocket. Why? Just have the atmosphere reach down and pick the product up and carry it to space for you. What? That's a difference between assumed brilliance and brilliance. Sorry. Nobody asked me. You want an Iron Man suit? I can get you an Iron Man suit. The body. Heating and insulation is going to be the biggest thing as you traverse through the atmosphere. What? Yes. Power's not an issue. I can power an Iron Man suit. Insulation, heating and cooling, bathroom breaks. That's your problem. Okay? Which direction we should have went long ago. But yeah, your biggest problem is waste. Your waste product, bathroom breaks. Really, and keeping yourself warm and cold as you traverse through the atmosphere. If you want to take it underwater, then you have another set about a pressure suit. But then that's a little bit different because you have to function the suit differently. You're talking about in-atmosphere power armor. Okay? Between very minimal water, because the further you get down in the water, then you have cavity collapse, which is the pressure, and you'd have to come up with a whole new ideology to make an underwater version, but that you can do. It'll just look different. Okay? Powered in the same way. Almost endless power. Okay? That's all I can tell you. So we're going to build this unit. and I'm going to take all, like I'm going to have a bunch of excess fans, because these fans, I mean, they're Asian horse, they're gorgeous. Yes, they're a little more expensive, okay? They're not as expensive as Lee and Lee fans. I think they look as good as the Lee and Lee fans and whatnot. Now, let me tell you, a lot of people out there, Gamers Nexus and all these other people, they say a lot of things. Review these. Now there's this version. I believe they're sold out. There's a couple different versions where the head changes slightly. One of them's round, but I like the square one. These perform really, really good. And one of the biggest key functions in them, if you look, is that it's not in the head. The pump is actually down in the radiator. And this is the 2.5 LCD screen. This is an amazing pump for $99 with an LCD screen, so you can digitally display all your temperatures and everything on the fly right in your face. So you can just look in, right? You know what I mean? It's on display. How am I running? I'm hot. I don't need to buy an extra $70 freaking, because you can buy them. You can buy an insert for your older computers that don't have them, and you can just stick them right in there. I mean, I don't have one, but it's a little bit bigger than a cell phone. You know what I mean? And it sits in your case, and you can put a readout monitor display. This comes with your temperatures. You can still do it, but they're right on the head itself. I really like this unit. I really like the features that come with it, but I'm taking the fans away because I'm going to use these. I'm going to put all new sets of Infinity fans across the board. It's going to be a beautiful build. I hope people tune in to see how it turns out. I hope people liked our little Christmas presentation. You know what I mean? Of what we had, talking about what we're doing. I hope you're into building computers. I tell you, a lot of sound. I'll tell you, here's another thing you might want to do too. A lot of things suck. Nobody uses them anymore. But I guarantee you there's no codecs on a board for sound that sounds better than this. 7.1 inclusive, 5.1, 5.0, the whole 9 yards. That's exactly what this is. Amazing sound. And look at the interfaces. It allows you a versatility. Home theater surround sound. Plug and play. One plug. One optical plug. Directly in. Boom. You're off and running. I mean, the realization is crazy. So, I mean, I am an AMD man now. I'm an AMD fanboy. It doesn't mean that I won't switch back to NVIDIA, but the realization is the more data I assume or consume, the more I just don't. NVIDIA has done some things and conducts itself in a very specific manner that I do not care for, I do not like in any way, shape, or form. It makes me bozonkers. Oh yeah, almost forgot. These people make TVs. You know how old this company is? If you were trying to figure out what is it, PowerX? Yeah. Silicon Power, I believe, all the PowerX RAM. It's Zenith. Zenith used to make floor model TVs in the 80s. They made VCRs. They made TVs. So when you look at them, that's who this is. Zenith. This company's been around forever. Been around my whole life. My whole life. So there's staying power, and you're looking for brands and things you can trust. This brand is older than Asus. What? This brand itself, the company, was making entertainment technology long before Asus ever existed. So maybe that's something. But this, $100. 6,008 was 6,030. Yep, 6,000 mega transfers, 288 pin CL30, and it's mega transfers. It's not megahertz. I don't want to hear your crap. Mega transfers. Stop your shit. I know everybody's doing it. That's what they call it. But come on now, that's not what it is. But DDR5 6,000 64 gigs. That's right. 2 times 32, $100. $100. $100. There was not a deal like this at Christmas. This was Amazon Prime Day. Prime Day. $99. Full RGB. 64 gigs. Great, great purchase. Out of sight purchase. Well, you know, well, we built my daughter a brand new gaming PC. Now she has the. I can show you what she's got. She's got the very same motherboard I showed you, that I just showed you. This AM4 is this the This she's got one of these. This is the platform she was built on. She's got one of these 5700X. Paired with one of these. She's got 64 gigs of T-Force 3616 or 3618, 64 gigs of RAM. She has the Thermalright, like I tried to tell you, Thermalright air cooler. 360 Thermalright, not Thermalright or Thermaltake. I think it's Thermalright. Thermalright is the name. And if you want to know where you find all of these things, man, do not forget to check out in the listing below PC Builder. This guy is a lot of fun. He just seems like a down-to-earth kind of dude. And he is constantly comparing prices. He's comparing market availability. I mean, when you're talking about data and you're building your data, you're building your PC, or you're doing whatever it is, you want to consume as much data as you can. See what's sold out. See what regions things, you know what I mean? The who, the why, the where, the what, and pairing. This guy in PC Builder will help you. His name is Jason, by the way. He's not just a guy. His name is Jason. And he's the dude at PC Builder. There are a lot more. I want to say PC Builder because I don't know if it's just him. It might be him and his wife. Maybe him and his brother. I don't know who all is there. But Jason, who does the videos, check it out. I mean, he tries to do what I did. He's the one that started the conversation. Well, brand new. Am I going to spend $100 or am I going to spend $200? Which one am I going to do? Now I know this bad boy, the 5700X, on Prime Day and throughout Christmas, you could have purchased, and you probably still can for a decent price, but you could have purchased it brand new in the box with a warranty, $130. Lots of people did to resell them for a markup. Watch this box. 5700X 3D, 5800. The 5800X is not faster. Not faster. Inches. No. Don't spend the money. 5800X 3D, however, 5700X 3D, if you can find them and if you can afford them, I mean, that's on you. I'm talking to the person who really wants to get in, can't decide, and look, I built a PS5 killer, including buying the damn controller. It's everything that comes in the kit. Now, are you going to need a keyboard and mouse? Yeah. But that's like the CD-ROM drive upgrade. Now you've got your, and you're gonna, and you plug it up to your TV. You can put it right on a nice 4K TV. Why not? Now there are a lot better options out there. You can get some really, about $200, but you're going to anyways. You have to buy a display model, something, to display your PlayStation. So I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? That price is already covered. We're talking about what comes in the PlayStation box. They don't give you a monitor for $800. So I don't want to hear your crap. But go over to PC Builder. He mix and matches, and he's not about one brand or the other. He'll tell you. He will produce and tell you NVIDIA parts. And then he does a down to donuts, man. The reason why I really like PC parts is because a lot of the other guys show you efficiency. How does this processor compare to that processor? How does, X compare to Z and all this, that, and another? Well, the extra step that both Owen Wilson, to some degree, and PC Builder, Jason, the dollars. They will break it down dollar per fucking frame. Okay? So you can look at, all right, here's how many dollars I got. What is, with the build that I got, they'll match, because Jason will be like, okay, he'll be like, stop buying the wrong GPUs, right? That'll be the only thing to be holding things up. Check it out. Because he'll be like, okay, here's this processor. You don't really want to buy this, this, and this, and this, because they're going to be way over budget, and this processor can't even take advantage of this GPU stuff over here. Now, I'm being very general, but that's it. That's what he does. If you're looking to build something and you're looking to create a PC, a gaming space for yourself, Owen Wilson, PC Builder, Jason, Vex, over at his site, they compare them. And each one does something slightly different that allows you, you know what I mean? Vex talks a little bit about marketing and from a gamer's perspective and what's hurting. Like, Vex will sit there and be like, I don't understand this. This is what you're doing bad and wrong in this aspect from the consumer. Now, Owen Wilson and them, they're just comparing parts and data and giving you raw numbers. Do they give you their opinion on what they should buy or whether you should hold or whatnot? Yeah, absolutely, dude. That's what their channels are about. And you know what I mean? They do an amazing job at what it is that they got going on. I can't say enough for them. I hope you go over and check out their channels. I hope you go and buy their merch and check out their product. You know what I mean? Support them. Because if we don't support them, then they go somewhere. And that's another one that I want to bring up that has nothing to do with any of that. Okay? I'm a supporter. But if you want to support someone who gives you actually real news and education, excuse me, down in the description box, it's Bellular News. And I go to their secondary site, which is bellularnews.com, I do believe. And I pay a yearly subscription to support them to get that news sent directly to my inbox about games, about Blizzard, about RPGs, about Steam. I mean, he covers the market. Everything there's so much there. And I really love the way it's presented. I love the British guys that are in that studio. Now, they do other shows that I don't particularly watch because, I watch them a little bit, but I'm not a WoW head like they are. I'm okay. I play a little WoW, as you can see in my channel, but in the reality is that I am not a huge WoW fan like they are. So I really, 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 really want you to check out all of those channels because they influence me, they provide data to me, and information that help me to make decisions. And another one is another one too. Now, Fabio. That's his name. His name is Fabio. He is, Portugal, I think. Maybe. I'm not exactly sure his home country of origin, but it's called Ancient Gameplays. It's down in the description box. If you're looking for someone who covers the nuts and bolts about drivers, who is constantly doing he also does the head-to-head frame rates. He talks about the different cards in the different foreign markets. You know what I mean? It gives me an idea of understanding because I need to be I'm looking to sell copies and I want to have servers for people in Europe to play Penance. Okay? So I'm absorbing real-world data. I'm not looking to market bullshit. All these marketing companies, they want to provide you with numbers. I do it myself. I can absorb it by looking at the culture. Now, market analysts, I take that data in too because it's part of it. And then I see where they cross over. Okay, because that's where the truth is where everything meets. So these market analysis, market projections, you have to take them with a grain of salt. But I listen to a guy named Ancient Gameplays, and Fabio, English is not his first language. It's okay. He'll figure it out. He goofs around. He has a lot of fun. But if you need to know something about driver issues, okay, crashes, stutters. I mean, this guy is generally creating content based around those specific topics. Fidelity FX, frame generation, DLSS implementation, FSR, the driver packages. He doesn't mess with Intel ARC cards that I can see yet. Maybe if he does in the future, you know what I mean? You can hit the channel up for that information. But in the end, that is just a show today to bring you some insight into who I am, the type of things that I like, the type of things that I got going on, and what I can tell you, I wholeheartedly can tell you, I am a gamer. I am 100% gamer. For sure. I build. I'm a builder. Oh, I gotta show you this. Look at this, because this is gorgeous. This is me. That's what I like. Wait till you see this. You may think it's hideous. I think it's beautiful. Oh. 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 Get out of there. That's gorgeous. This is an unboxing. We're unboxing this right now. I saw it online. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is just... Whoa. Check this pimp wagon out. Ooh. Full RGB. RGB lighting up and down the sides. Pre-built kickstands. Ergonomic perfection. I mean, mechanical. I just love it. It's beautiful. Like I said, none of these brands sponsor me. These are my personal choices that I actually am building and putting into use in my gameplay and in my office work. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell all of you, I mean, not everybody has it like I do. I understand that. That's not about that. But AMD, you guys, I mean, come on now. Use your algorithms and find me and come see me. Because let me tell you what. Over there, I mean, we're going to have 3 AM platform units. No Intel. 0 Intel. I knew Intel was trash before everyone else knew Intel was trash. I didn't like Intel in the 80s. I didn't like Intel in the 90s. And the moment there was another option, I didn't ever look back. Okay? Because Intel sucks, in my opinion. However, I will state that the Intel Battle Mage is crushing it for $249. If you can find it at $249. I mean, I will say that right now. Everybody hands down asks me, what's a video card budget entry that you recommend? It was a 7600 XT 16 gigabyte for $309. You can see it often drop down to $294. That's a $300 card, and it beats. It does. It beats the Battle Mage. Period. I don't want to hear it. Go look at the numbers. Put them head to head. Stop your fucking whining. Don't want to hear you. When I kick on FSR and frame generation, blasity blasity. Now, it's $60 more. Okay? So if you are building your PS5 killer. Nope, wrong board. If you're building your PS5 killer in your house and you don't want a PS5, Battle Mage. I'm hoping that the drivers will improve. Yes, it has some issues. I'm hoping that they will steadily improve. That doesn't mean they're going to. There is no guarantee. Are they better than the shitbox cards they put out last cycle? Hell yeah. In every aspect. Frame timing, resolution, their I can't remember what their upscaler is. Across the board. RT, ray tracing, across the board. They whooped some ass. They stepped it up. Let me tell you what, that 4060 is no fucking match. The 4060 Ti, I mean, it trades blows a little bit with the 7600, and then it starts to pull ahead with some of the DLSS frame generation stuff. Right? But how much is that? $400? Really? You can pay that? You can pay $400? You have a $100 option cheaper that is every bit pretty much as good as it, and then you have another one that's only like 3 or 4% behind that for $250. I mean, why the fuck would you buy a 4060? There's no point. There's no point to buy a 3060. A 3060 brand new is more expensive than both the cards I just mentioned, and can't beat it. That's the reason why I'm telling you the truth, the reality. You can argue, you can complain, you can leave it down there in the message box, you can rant and rave about the old fat guy who doesn't know a damn thing about what he's talking about, and then I'm going to slap you in the teeth with the numbers. Because the numbers are reality. Right? If the 3060, the 4060 can't beat the 3060 and the 2070. The 8 gig version. It can't. Here and there. Go look it up. Go look at the numbers. Go on. But if you're going to upgrade, if you're going to buy into the market, and you have a 2070, like, you know, so you got one of these, and you're really thinking about don't get a 3060. Don't get it. There's no point. Either get the $250 Battle Mage card or hold your money. This will run 1440p right now, max settings, using DLSS, hands down, not a fucking problem in the world. Buy one on eBay. You don't argue with me. Come on, go down there and then go on down there in the little box and argue with me. I'd tell you to get a 6750. 6750 XT. Yep. 6800. That's about, now you're starting to get pricey. All right, you're over $300, easy. So there's nothing. The only thing close is the 7600 XT, which will run off a 600 watt power supply. What? Yeah, 650 watt power supply with RGB, the whole 9 yards. Build yourself a fucking fish tank. Throw your 2070 in there. Throw your 7600 XT in there. 600 watt power supply. Bang, bang, boom, down the road. On your 650 watt power supply. Okay? You can do it on a 600, but 650 can be a bit better. So don't spend the money, man. Don't. Just don't spend the money. Buy something like this. Go on eBay. Get you one that's tested. Get you one that looks good. You know what I mean? Hundo. 125. Have it shipped to your house. Now, if you can get a 2070 Super for that price, great. You can spend $10 more and get you a 6700 used. Great. I mean, it's all about the relative price. Now, between here and between $125 and $250, $125 worth of legroom to play with, right? What's available? If you can get a nice 6700 XT, 6750 XT in that price range, but you're not going to. Because these people are asking for some stupid prices. Shooting themselves in the foot. That's why their cards aren't selling. Because right now, there's no reason to buy a 6700 XT or 6750 XT for $249, $279. Why? Why? Why not buy a Battle Mage? Brand new, get the warranty right out of the box, never been touched. You're going to get consistent driver updates. Our RDNA 2 is in the mirror. It's going behind you. Is it going to last for a little while? Yeah, you can make some arguments, but think about the future. So if you're looking for longevity and staying power, and you can really only feasibly think that, man, every 5 years or so, maybe 6, I can upgrade some stuff and keep my computer habit going. Keep playing with games and enjoying my stuff. So you have to think about those things when you are actually partaking. Because let me tell you what, it's not cool out there. It is not cool out there. Money making is fucking hard. Working is hard, right? Getting over the hump, right? When you get all the way up to management and you start banking some money, and then you start realizing the corporate issue and the problems and the human nature, you know what I mean, that you're banging up against, and then you got all these get rich quick people out here, and these people, oh, you work hard, just know you be the best there. Horse shit. Okay, you always have someone wanting to fucking throw a lasso, a leash, or a saddle on your ass and park you in a stable to fucking make them money. Period. So these people, Andy Friselis and all these other, I'm going to tell you how to be a CEO, and you got to be the best there is. You got to destroy all the competition. It's fucking stupid. Okay? Maybe if you have the money and you're in the CEO position, maybe that applies. Not really. I've been there. I've been on the guy below him. You know what I mean? Look, call me. You don't like what I'm saying? Call me. Yeah, I know I ain't as fit as you. You know, I used to be. I throw bags of feed all day long. That's right. 100-pound bags of feed all day long, man. Shipping and receiving for a major company. And shit goes wrong, man. You got to jump down off that forklift. You got to jump down off that heavy piece of equipment. You got to snatch that shit up. Man it, baby. Man it. When the forklift don't work, you the forklift, baby. That's right. That's called snapping to it like a Slim Jim. When the boss says, hey, let's go. Grab some bags. I'm the guy that said, hey, let's go. But I didn't go back and get on the lift. I got down on the ground. I bust my ass with my people. Look them right in the eye. I never ask them to do something I don't do my fucking self. That's the number one key. Don't ever fucking ask somebody or try to pay somebody to do something that you aren't willing to do. And if you are paying them, then you better pay them handsomely. That's reality. You don't want to shovel that shit? Pay them handsomely to shovel it. Or shovel it and shut the fuck up. That's the reality. Jobs people don't want to do, they cost more. So, you know, I mean, this is what I do. I mean, we can talk about books that I got going on in my brain, screenplays based on Star Wars. I got a whole movie. Like I have a movie right now called The Hidden Enemy. It'd be a blockbuster, man. It'll blow out Hollywood. It would bring technology more into Hollywood. We would completely. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you. Blockbuster. Billions of dollars in revenue is what it'll make. I'm sure Toylan's the whole 9 yards. It's its own IP. It's all original. It's called The Hidden Enemy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, I mean, when you have a creative mind, the only thing blocking the creative mind is access to capital. Capital can be funding, it can be other people, it can be equipment. I mean, capital is a lot of things. When you start talking about capital and what capitalism is, that's what you really need. Capital. You either need working capital, you need human sweat equity capital. I mean, there are lots of different things to look at when you're starting to talk about functioning and running a company for profit. Now, everything that I know, everything that I do, every fucking talent that I have, I owe it all to Jesus Christ. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever accomplished, everything I ever will be, I owe it to Jesus Christ. My family, my home, my everything. They say, ask and you shall receive. So I've asked. That's a big ask. But I can prove myself. Because I know the talents that were gifted to me. I mean, I could sit and in the middle of a conversation, ask my wife. Ask the people who know me best. And someone will just say something. And I'll create a whole movie plot around it. In seconds. Seconds! Lead actors, dynamics, protagonist, antagonist. plot projection, everything. Bang, 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 bang. I don't know about writing scripts. My wife keeps telling me, man, you need to write a movie script. You need to write novels. Well, I mean, I do write novels, but it's in the form of, like, here's my prologue right here. Look at it. It's on my website. There's a whole, there's 5 novels right there worth of fucking shit that you don't even know exists, ready to consume with this game. There are, I mean, I don't know who you are, I don't know where you are out there, you know what I mean? I tried to appeal to people who said that they were like me, like Ass Man Gold, you know what I mean, and his delusional Marxist ideologies, and the Mad Mushroom people, blah, 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 closed loop marketing, blah, closed loop marketing, blah, predatory, closed loop marketing, blah. Let me tell you, prove me wrong. Pick up the phone and talk to me. I'm not emotional about it. I don't care about you and you don't care about me. It does not impact me in any way. So the idea that I can stand here and tell you about Ass Man Gold, and he's never going to, I mean, come on now. Listen to his chat and look at the people who, they're not humans. I mean, it's weird. I guess they're humans, but they're just horribly racist and rude, and they categorize people. They're Marxists. They just, like, I was in there and one person told me, oh, you're just some white hillbilly. I am a Irish, descendant of Irish slaves and Apache Indians. I don't care what you see. I have affinity for knives and killing and aggression. I do. I like MMA. Okay? I used to pump lots of iron. You want to get in the ring, you want to pull on some headgear, you want to throw some hands? Come on now. I'm all about it. All about it. Loved it. I've had my whole entire life, you know what? Here's the truth. Aggression problems. I am quick to pound your fucking head into the ground. That was my problem when I was young. Angry. You know, I was angry because I was abandoned. I was angry with the world. That's why I didn't accomplish what I could have accomplished by going to school and college, because I didn't understand. I was confused by trauma. Now I've overcome it. I have love in my life like you wouldn't imagine. I have the Lord Jesus Christ. But I had to get there. So don't judge books by their cover. And don't go popping off, because I will bitch slap you. I don't care how big you are. I don't care what color you are. Your body works the same way as everybody else's. You goddamn right. Oh, well, you can't hit me. No, I'm going to take your knee and I'm going to pop it clean out of fucking socket to where you may never walk again. I don't care how big you are. I'm going to take your toes and I'm going to wrap them around the other way like any good shoot fighter will do and snap your ankle the fuck off so you can't hobble around. And then when you're on the ground, I'm going to laugh at you while I'm teeing off on your forehead. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not promoting violence. I'm saying men should be capable of violence. Let me show you that. I'll give it to you right now. This is a little side view. I'll include it. If you have children, little girls, little boys, and you want them to understand life, little girls and little boys a lot, include this. Read it to them. Give it to them. I'm not saying he's 100% right on everything. I'm not. But Dr. Jordan Peterson will help you. A man, not a boy, a man must be a fucking monster with the ability to control it. The ability to know when and where to deal justice. What morality is. To walk down the street and to see another man's wife being beaten and say, hey there, if you don't you take your hands off that fucking woman, I'm going to put your head through that fucking brick wall. And then when he bucks up, you walk over and you put his fucking head through the brick wall. Then you see if she's okay, you get her phone out, you call her husband, her wife, whatever it is, and you get her back to where you need to be. That's a man's job. You want to be sexist? You go right ahead. All you lesbians, you're the most violent couples on the planet. You tell me about men being violent. Go do your research. Here's a funny thing. You know what the least violent couples are? The least violent couples means no spousal abuse, no punching each other, no calling the cops for violent fucking activities, for shouting matches. The neighbors aren't calling on them for fucking freaking out and all that. You know which one it is? Gay men. Least violent. But men are toxic. Men are toxic. Most violent? Gay women. Lesbian couples. More than the regulars. Men and women together are less toxic and less violent than two women together. Those are just facts. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if it upsets you. That's reality. Deal with it. But if any of you guys, pass this around, if anybody sees my stuff, wants to get involved, wants to talk to me, wants to have a conversation with me, man, let's get her done. I will show you all kinds of things. If you have an idea or wherewithal and you want to start a company and, you know what I mean? Let's say you're an activist company. Let's say you're activists for guys and gals and all points in between of the tiny tyke thing, and you want to make some money, you want to get in the computer environment. Hey, let's talk about my previous idea about old components. Call me. I don't care who you are. Azus. NZXT, I don't know about you, but because you did some predatory shit. You did some unshit. Sorry. I don't buy any. I don't care how much I like some of your products. The way they look, cases, I won't buy them. Because you did some unshit to people. And you're not trying to take advantage of me. I might have a couple bucks rolled up in the old cupboard somewhere that I could buy a nice video card. No, you ain't trying to take advantage. You're trying to take advantage of poor people, man. Fucking poor people. That's the bottom, 90% of the population. Believe it or not. Middle income. Is middle income going to go out? And, let's say you're making $50,000 a year between your mom and dad or whoever, your two dads, your two moms, or whatever. Do you think they're making $50,000 a year, paying for a house and a car and whatnot? They can buy little Timmy, little Sarah, little Bobby, little Karen, little X, because they're non-binary. You think they can afford to go out and buy them a $2,000 PC, a $2,500 top-of-the-line computer, next year coming with the prices of Intel's fucking astronomical craziness? I don't know. Let me check what's going on. See if they're, because it's New Year's Eve, and they're getting ready to come home. So these people, man, they cannot go out and afford. I mean, that's why they're looking at a PlayStation. Oh man, jeez, $6.99, man. Let me tell you what, your kid, you, whoever it's for, is going to get way more use out of this. Because they can game on it, they can play on it. They can do work production. Is it the fastest? No. But they can start doing programming, workflows, modeling. You know what I mean? 3D art assistants. They can do so much more than a PlayStation. So why only give them a PlayStation? Why? If you don't like the boards that I've chosen for you, go choose something else. But I'm telling you, maybe all you can do is find a 2700. Throwaway. I see them all the time. The processor is what you need. And as long as the processor is good, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000 series, all right here. So all you need to do is find a CPU from one of those genres, and you're off and running. You can get you an M.2 Gen 3, 500 terabit, $20-some, or not 500 terabit, 500 gigs, $20, $23 slapping in there, right? Get you a small RAM kit, $40, slap it on there. 32 gigs, 64 you do better in your applications, but in gaming, 32 is all they need. If you're trying to build something for someone, you want to have them to have a good time. You know, I mean, I tried to reach out in all my communities. I left information for people to come and people to hear me build them a gaming computer that would crush a PS5 for Christmas. I'm telling you, not only did I did what I said, I fucking did it. It's right here. I bought all the pieces. One thing I got left coming is a case. I'm gonna go extra. Okay. Now, see, then and where I went extra, I showed you your options to not go extra. Okay, so just remember, you don't have to. You got an old Gen 3 drive and an old computer, pull it out. It's plenty fast enough to game on. Save it. Clone. That's what's called a clone. When you take used parts from your old tower and your old computer, they're still technologically viable. They're still technologically usable. That's what viable means, okay? And you can just drop them right on the board. Maybe you bought an iBuy Power 8 years ago. I did. I was checking them out. I got the Gamitas case in the other room. That came with it. This brand right here is how I was originally turned on to. I keep saying Gamitas, but it's Gamdias. 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 Call me. I love your shit. I want to see more. I want to see a nice fish tank case. Full size ATX fish tank case. I got the mid tower. I'm going to make a build in it. Right? I'll take a micro ATX board. It's all modern. Before the fish tank was a thing. It actually incorporates fish tank and non-fish tank. It's what's called a dual chamber. It's not actually a fish tank. They eventually developed into a fish tank, but this one is not. And it's by these guys. Gamdias. Call me. It's an original, right? 10 years ago. They had it beat. Before the fish tanks were coming, they made a dual chamber fish tank design, intake through the front, spacing for intake, right? With glass panel front. Yeah. Intakes through the bottom. Rear channel assembly in the back, like your Owen, what is it, the Lee & Lee 011? It's horseshit. Gamdias, I think, was first. Maybe not. I'm not completely sure, but I'll pull the case out. Okay, I'm going to rebuild the case. I don't know what I'm going to put in it. I don't know yet. The case is beautiful, just because it's glass. I need some rubber grommets and whatnot to maintain so it doesn't break because it's old. The power button I tried to get a replacement part. You know what I mean? This comes. Yeah, I can show this. This came right out of it, out of the actual case. Okay, this is the front section of the case. And you look at it. That's your power button and your reset button. These are your headphone jacks, right? And then your USB extensions that you come and you screw into the board, right? And actually, yep, look like that. Yeah, it looks like that. When you piece it together, and it screws in there, right? Well, this is shot, so we went with another version because I couldn't find the replacement part. It says right on there what the part is. Most green boards, when you pull them off, they'll say what the part number and everything is right on them. I couldn't find one for sale. I could not find a replacement anywhere, nowhere. I went to their main website. I tried to look up the case by serial number. I mean, I've done everything to try and get that part, so I had to fix it. We fixed it by you can actually get a exterior. You run it outside the case to the exterior that mounts on the side in case your power button and shit. Gives you another power button and plugs directly into the motherboard like a case does. Makes all of it function. It gives you your USBs. To give me 2 USBs, speakers, and everything right on it. So yeah, it is possible to bring cases back to life and so on and so forth. But if you have any questions, ask away in the box down below, right? And for AMD and all those people, I mean, look at all the processors I got. Look at this. This is an AMD household, right? Look at all these video cards. And all 7000 series. I'm not playing. When I upgraded, we completely left NVIDIA behind. Completely. My main gaming unit, my sim rig, it'd be this 7900 XTX. My wife's gaming rig, 7900 GRE, and my daughter's gaming rig, 7800 XT. All superior parts, all superior firepower all the time. Come join us, man. Get into the gaming thing. Come check out our games. Come check out these builds as they take place. Come see the final reviews. Ask me questions about hardware. Quiz me. Ask me questions about anything you really want. What am I? I'm a creator. I make up worlds. I create images, heroes, storylines, archetypes. I mean, I don't know how to tell you what I am. I can tell you what I'm interested in. I can expose to you the things that I'm in love with. And hopefully that'll give you some understanding as to who I am and what I can do. But, I mean, I can tell you. There's not really a lot of people out there like me. It is the main thing the industry is trying to maintain and control. Me. They want to herd people like me into colleges and into these places of education. I'm an autodidact. Okay, I didn't need a place of education. I taught myself. Everything I've ever known, everything I know about marketing, everything I know about running a company, everything I've ever known, I've taught myself. No Wharton's Business School, no Harvard. I will say, I'm a Mensa. Okay? So, but not everybody in Mensa is like me. I thank the Creator, Jesus Christ, for giving me the culmination of genetic code that made up me. I hope that passes on into my next generation. I really do. But it's frustrating. If you know someone, see if you know someone like me in your life. Because they need support. They're going places. Get behind them and push. Push, 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 push. If they're a good person. That doesn't mean they're a good person. They may have the talents and not be a good person. I'll tell you what, man. Anybody who's ever helped me, anybody who's ever pushed me, anybody who's out there beating the drums, they know. They know when my ship comes in, so's fucking theirs. Hand to Jesus. Try me. Hand to Jesus. My ship comes in, so do yours. I'm going a whole new avenue. It's not a whole new avenue. I'm not remaking it fucking anything. I stole the idea. Because it's the greatest fucking idea. It is the fucking idea. You want to know what that is? You pay your developers, your coders, your backbone people, everything. You pay them, right? Like normal. You keep your team small, elite, super tight. And then you offer them back-end percentages. What? Based on per user basis. What does that mean? That means even if they decide they don't even want to work no more. Maybe they got themselves a little cabin by the lake and they just want the fucking check to show up at the end of the driveway. That means for as long as the games are alive that they're involved with, that they're vested in, they will receive a dividend check every single month. What? Yeah, like EQ did in the original. That's right, Brad. God rest your soul. That's exactly what I plan to do. I'm going to give them a cut. Why? Why would I do that? Because one, I'm not a piece of shit. And two, I don't need that much money. And three is actually the number one. Because the consumer is going to get the most amount of fucking fun as humanly possible. They're going to want to make the game so damn fun that you won't ever want to fucking log out. You know why? Because the more of you that play, the more they get in pay. Forever. In perpetuity. As long as I hold the contract and the IP. I die and it gets sold off, contract renegotiation, whatever. I can't stop that. As long as the heart beats in my chest, as long as the blood pumps through my body, I will be Sam Walton before Walmart went to shit. That's my pledge. I don't know if he's a good dude, but I know everybody who worked cashiers in his company. And all his original Keynote stores. Millionaires. Millionaires came to work because they loved it. Because he loved them. There is a better way. Jesus Christ has given me the talents. I can show you there's a better way. The corporate way is not the right way. The corporate way is about control. It's about force feeding you shit you don't need and shit you don't want. So you do whatever you need to do out there, America. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe. I am just pounding away until the right person sees this. Sees my company. Sees our dream. Shit, Donald Trump, Elon Musk came by. You want to put your name on a game? I don't care. I'll let you can stand out front. Hey, I made the greatest game ever. Yes, I did. That's right. I'm Donald Trump. Greatest video game on the planet. I've never won. The greatest video game studio. I saw the talent. Go ahead. I don't care. Because the real glory goes to Jesus. Take it. I'd much rather be at ForeverCon. That's what's going to be. ForeverCon. Coined right here, right now. ForeverCon. It will be coming. It's already written out on paper. I want to walk out on stage and everybody go, who the hell is that guy? He's who? He created what? Him? Oh, damn, I didn't know that. He old. It's so hip. He old. What the hell? That's what I want. I don't want no statues. I don't want none of that. I don't know. Join us on our venture. I do gotta go. I gotta go tend to the puppy. Long form format though. 2.5 hours. I hope you enjoyed my Christmas. Leave down below. Tell me everything you got. Tell me your most favorite gift. Tell you why. Tell me who it came from. Tell me why that person means something to you. Whatever you want, man. Express yourself. Express for what I view as the day we celebrate the birth of Jesus. And we give to others unconditionally. Because God gave Jesus to us. And all you got to do is believe. So that's what motivates me. That's what I feel. I'm a gamer. I'm a father. Love all my crap. Oh, yeah, that's my old one. I got my new one coming. $75 OLED. I think it's got 80 hours on it. 85 hours. $75 OLED. Now, I know that's a hat. That's the jailbreak version. Yeah, I got one of those. So I didn't even know I had one. Didn't even realize it, so I looked it all up. I was like, my box don't look like that box or that box. What box do I have? Right? Because they all based it off the box and what it looked like as to which model you had. I was like, well, I got this box. It don't look like the other boxes. You know what I mean? Which one is what? And then I found out. So this is an actual, like, I looked the serial numbers and whatnot. I have an actual jailbreak one. All it means is I can run mods and shit. I can run a Linux operating system on it. There's all kinds of weird shit I can do on it where you can't do it on the non-jailbreak ones, because they actually put some form of in the operating system or something that just doesn't allow it. They block the usage in other ways. I'm not exactly sure how. I just know as I got into it, because I wanted an OLED, because I use it normally wirelessly. Because I got one of these. I really like these. This is probably my absolute most favorite dock for my Switch with the proper controllers. Everything's really nice. It clicks. It's just a great piece of device. Has all your power centers. You can double load games. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's great. They're hot swappable. It's a great piece of. I really like this. If you're looking for something. So this is how I generally play the Switch. I don't play it on the TV, but my wife uses it for exercising and whatnot. So it's in the main room. So it's actually in the standing dock. This thing is actually collecting dust because I haven't actually played my Switch in forever because I just don't go and get it. I'm lazy. All right, guys, gals, all points in between. I hope you found something of interest here. Spread it around, like, share, give it to your friends. Check out some of our streams. We stream all types of games. We'll be getting back to Star Wars to finish up the storylines. There's just a lot going on right now with the Christmas holidays. We'll be getting back into some Pantheon and playing some of that. I got some new titles coming up. I'm also going to do my first time ever. I've owned it forever and I don't know why I haven't played it. Cyberpunk 2077. I have the original, I have the main, and the expansions. And probably I'd like to play maybe a playthrough of Elden Rings, just for giggles. I don't know. Maybe Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm not sure. If there's certain things you want to hear me cuss and rant and rave as I play. Marvel Rivals. Oh my God, is that some shit? Healers running off. They got tunnel vision. Okay, when you're a healer, you got to look around yourself. Okay, when people who don't know what a flanker is. Okay, your healers are healing. Somebody's trying to come up on the side and poach your healers from the back. That's called a flank. They're flanking you. So then you need a flanker response. Someone who's got short range stuff, who's a quality flanker. You know what I mean? Who can put shots downfield, but they can defend the flank. I would suggest, one of the main ones I would suggest is Punisher. I don't ever see anybody do it, except for me. You can be putting shots down range. You know what I mean? You got your turret that you can sit in. Another great thing. That's a nice flanker that you can just walk out of a doorway, drop it down real quick, sit on it, and kill you a couple healers real fast. If you're on the flanking aggression, you can also use the turret and the flanking defense, but it's way better up close to hit the number 2 button for your regular auto fire, bang, 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 your gun, boom, 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 and switch over to a shotgun. Peel tanks into nothing. You got a tank pushing you, he's up close, pump him in the head with that shotgun. Watch his life bar disappear. He's going to be like, oh shit. You can see him because they instantly panic and try to back up and run away. You take out a soft body flanker. Some soft body comes out from around the thing, 250 hit points, couple 12 gauge pumps to the face, they're done. Okay, conversation's over. So that's my game pick of the day. If you want to be a flanker, if you want to be the DPS guy who is covering the flanks and covering the people who might try to sneak up behind you, that's what it is. You're here, okay? You're this guy, and they are trying to flank around the side. It's a military maneuver, okay? And so your front line has flanks. You want to protect your flanks. Ask General George Patton. I'll tell you all about it. So that's my tip of the day. That's me, Shenzar, and I hope you found some enjoyment in this. I hope you share it around. I hope you get to know who I am. I hope if you're one of these people back here, sponsor me. Call me up. I would love, 100% love. I'll tell you right now, anybody that this game is, if you bring me I want your Infinity stuff, right? But I'll build a whole computer from bottom to top. I want a 9800X 3D. I want one of those X870 boards or better. I prefer the Riptide board. And then I'll take all Game Diaz fans. I'll take the Game Diaz 360 AIO. It's a beautiful piece, top of the line one, the middle of the line one I got. I don't care which one you want to do. $100 version is just fine with me. It's beautiful. I love the readout. All their their Infinity fans. A nice case. I'll do it. Do it up. They got power supplies. They have keyboards. I mean, they make everything. Literally. Like here. Like they call everything their Fusion, right? So this is a keyboard, and this is the Roswell. Where the hell is my Game Diaz? Well, I got Game Diaz everywhere. That's a Roswell keyboard. That's the older one that I have. So I don't know where it is. I don't know what to do with it. So yeah. That's pretty much it for today. I mean, I'd find the Game Diaz stuff, but I mean, they got a really, really sweet keyboard and whatnot. Take a look. I mean, they got lots of nice stuff. Anybody wants to sponsor me, let me know. Please take a look at all the sponsors, or not sponsors, but all the people down in the links. Check their channels out. Most of their channels are big already. They don't need shit from me. This is not for like entertainment, like talking about movies and things of that nature. I have a whole other set of people for that. These guys are really, really high quality tech guys that I like. Okay, like I'll put it to you like this: if we get funding, JC Sense, Owen Wilson, PC Build, I will buy adverts. I'm not playing. Gamers Nexus, yeah, I will do advertisements on their page, on their sites, and help fund them because I enjoy and I want to keep them around. So if I advertise my game, you know what I mean, on their websites because I have the money, it's only going to benefit the both of us. They get to keep doing what they're doing. I get a little benefit out of it from advertising, getting people involved and hyped in the game, and I can help support their crew to make sure they keep doing what they're doing. Because next year, the year after that, I might need it. You know what I mean? I look at it all the time. I'm watching their content all the time. That's why I'm buying stuff that they tell me. I'm trying to support. I mean, Jay needs to get up on this work stuff here. He needs to get an affiliate code for the work screwdriver because that's some bitch out of sight. And Jay uses it all the time in every freaking video. I mean, just all the time. Like I said, I should get AMD because, AMD everything. I got two 7700X processors. I got a 7800X 3D processor. I got a 7600X 3D processor. I got 5700Xs, 5600Xs. I got a 5500. What do you want me to tell you? I got older than that. I got a 2700. Right? Is that my oldest? No. I have one older than that. Older than that? Yeah. Older than that. I think before Ryzen was right before Ryzen premiered. Back when I was running a AMD HIS. What? Yeah, Radeon HIS. HIS. And it was a great card back in the day, man. Great card. 5 something maybe? I honestly can't remember. It's somewhere around here in a box. I'll try and find it and pull it out somewhere. It's still here somewhere. It's an old HIS. I wonder if I boot up. I think it was like a, 4 gig? 2 gig? Might have been a 2 gig AMD card. Can't remember to be right off the top of my head. I have to look it up. But I hope all these things helped you. Like I said, the PS5 builder. You don't need a PS5. Thank God to Sony, but also, I don't know what the marketing scheme is or the ideology, but you can get so much more out of a PC than you can out of a PlayStation, hands down. And you can play the PlayStation Network. Yeah, right now it's getting crazy. Like the whole entire thing, you can get a PS5 portal, right? You go to the beta sign up, do the whole beta sign up for the PS5 portal, And you don't even need a PS5. As long as your internet bandwidth is fast enough to stream down to you, and you can stream the games from their cloud directly to your PS5 portal and be playing PS5 titles, sitting on the couch in a handheld. It's all right, ladies and gentlemen. All points in between. This station, we are pulling into the station. I hope you've enjoyed our travels today. I hope you enjoyed some of the products. If you have any questions, please ask. Let me know what you got for Christmas. Tell me about how you hate everything I got for Christmas. Tell me I'm a rich piece of crap. Tell me whatever you want to hear. But this love me, this game all I'm not, that's all mine. Everything cash purchased. No sponsorship. No freebies. No nothing. I earned every one. And I earned my gaming PC by the sweat of my brow. My wife's gaming PC, well, Marcus, we did well. Whatever. It's all my stuff. Nobody sponsored me or gave me anything. And I think that the world can get back there. Hey, adieu.